Huzzah!
Got
We're
it.
here.
Hello,
And
hello.
Welcome.
and for being here, would anybody care to give me a little bit of a recap?
Sure, I can do a recap.
Yeah,
I will. I
hey.
will. I will only help for one specific part, but I'll mention that when we get to it. But so we started off last session in that little village that we saved. As we headed back to town, to the city, no, to our base. We got some Amani backstory about how she lost her arm on what
Yes,
was
we did.
essentially a suicide mission, trying to, I believe, it was assassinate a political leader. But got ambushed before they could succeed, and he's not quite sure if she was set up or not. Also mentioned something about obsidian banquets, but at the time I don't think anyone was able to identify what exactly that meant.
Yeah, I think we rolled really poorly.
We did.
Actually, you rolled pretty well. It was like a 16, but you still didn't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just unimportant. Right now we're not sure. But and then we learned a little bit about Silas. Essentially, he left the Feywild because of he wanted to establish himself in an area where that wasn't war torn, and also make a more positive stereotype of Fey amongst the regular people. As we enter, the captain calls us over, and I'm not entirely sure why. For a second, seemed angry before letting us know that we'd gotten a couple badges to the point that we were no longer in the negatives.
Yeah, we hit.
So that was a big deal. We hit 0. After which he informed us that there's riots going on in the city about how much authority these knight chapters have, and whether it's too much, whether they're too powerful. We go there to deal with the riot, and that's the point where I got the hiccups, and I spent the next 30-40 minutes muted trying to cure myself. So I do need a little bit of help with what exactly happened at the riots.
I think Silas could tell it best.
Yeah, Silas roughed it out.
Well, I stripped down to not my skivvies, but less than what I normally have on. Took off all my my Plum Raven stuff. Went in, and with a natural 20, basically convinced this guy that his whole socioeconomic political views were wrong. And the riot quickly lost steam without its leader, and then he was really confused, and he had a lot of answers he needed answering, and then from there, the library was having a big commotion, so we went in there, and a bunch of the books had come alive, and so we spent a good 30 minutes doing a search and find. Yeah, which was fun. After that, it gets a little bit fuzzy for me as well. I know that Silas and Scatha got into it a little back and forth about who can and can't read. And that's about the last of the night I remember.
For fun, they said.
Yeah. The thing that kind of sparked that conversation was because there was a giant library kind of in the middle of the kingdom. And I guess I'll take it off. Yeah, I'll take it from here. Giant free library, and Imani found a book with a special little bookmark. And the book was kind of a bastardized version of the story that Tater told us about the origins of humanoids. The four races is like humans, orcs, maybe. I gotta figure it out. I have it written down somewhere, but yeah, basically the four different humanoids, and it was very biased towards humans being in power, having power and doing something kind of separate from the other races. There was the bookmark got translated, or we brought the bookmark to the Plum Ravens. It got translated by, oh Lord, what's her name? Alexis. Yeah,
It
Alexis.
always escapes somebody.
Yeah. It got translated by her with some type of message about the deep end, which is a huge, seemingly bottomless pond that is actually nearby the kingdom of Manzana. And
I wouldn't say specifically nearby, more like it's in the same. It's like in the Manzana
Region.
Kingdom area, because there's four kingdoms at least that are known, which is kind of like the separating territories. So this is in the Warsaw Manzana territory, but it will still be per se.
Pretty
I
far away.
guess I would say a week's travel to get there, at least.
Got it. Okay. We made mention to that to the captain. He didn't really seem interested. And then he told us that we had to go to the arena, and now we're about to fight the Onyx Oxen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what's happening.
And now
Oh,
we bring it to this page where you
Oh, boy.
guys were able to see your little sneak peeks, and now the real deal of just some of the members of the Onyx Oxen.
Fun.
Let's see here. Second here. Make sure I knew what I was doing here. Okay. So the furball looking one kind of goes up from there, almost kind of formation shaped way that they came into, almost as if they're used to being in kind of a squad together in some sort of manner or form. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to do the voice. You gotta excuse me a little bit if I mess up some stuff here. I ate a hot chip last night, and it was, oof.
Like the big one, the big black
Yeah,
one.
yeah, but it was one from 2021, and I didn't know they expire.
Oh my god! Why?
For my brother's birthday, and I didn't know it
Amazing.
expired. I did the chip from like, I did another chip that was like a year ago, and I did the full hour without drinking, but that one, it was so raunchy, man. Anyways,
Jesus.
that's why I'm like, the back of my throat stings still a little. the one in front though, the furball that looks to have, honestly a pretty nice, here you go. Honestly, a pretty nice jacket, almost like it was leather tailor made in a very kind of fancy-esque, higher status way. Some glasses to go with the kind of serious commander-ish look, along with the what you can see about a sword, I would say it's more of a long sword. Yeah, it would be a long sword on his back.
Mm-hmm.
Hail, all of you. Are you the Plum Ravens that we have been here to train with, per se?
We are
I'm gonna look
indeed.
down at my uniform where the Plum Raven symbol is and look back up and go, "Yep, that's us."
as long as
Fantastic.
nothing has changed, then yes, we are.
Fantastic. You should probably know all of us, but we will still introduce ourselves either way. I am Olio Bergen, Vice Captain of the Onyx Oxen. You see as he You see as he goes and tries to like put his hand out for a handshake.
I'll nudge Larxus forward.
Sure. I'll walk forward and shake his hand. Not too hard, just respectful.
That's a shame, because he's definitely gonna do it. His isn't like his isn't gonna be like a like he's trying to tear her arm off. It's just like a firm grip.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, respectful, grip. Not like a dead fish.
I get you. I get you.
What was his name? I'm sorry, I'm taking notes.
Olio
Bergen.
Olio?
Yeah. Olio.
Thank you.
Olio.
The oh no, okay, okay, this is the one I was excited for. Alright, so I'm gonna introduce this one next. As a kind of robot-ish looking machinery put together to form this kind of humanoid looking thing, metal doll, you could say, with arm blades, comes out and says, just make sure. With this one, okay. He says, hello there. My name is Mark 2. Some
I
people
think-
call me Mark. You may call me Mark 2.
Is this an unusual sight?
I'll say that stuff like Warforges are not it's like maybe a less known thing. This doesn't feel exactly like a Warforge. This feels like more advanced than that.
Yeah, I'll just give him a nod.
Would you like to know what Mark stands for?
Yes, please.
Mark stands for Mechanized Arcanic Repurposed Killdroid.
Nice.
Imani hears Killjoy and is like, okay.
Yeah.
Olio kind of like
we know what the
puts
assignment is now.
Olio puts up his voice a little bit and he's like, not necessarily Killdroid, which is why it's been repurposed, but that is of my creation, but do not fret, it is not just a machine, it is a living thing.
Mm.
I'm Mark.
Killjoy is still in the name. Otherwise, he'd just be Mar. Correct.
And him being Mark II implies the existence of a Mark I. Is there a prototype?
As he goes to think about it and goes to say something, this black dragonborn that appears to be kind of holding a kind of heart, like actually it is basically just a heart that's floating above his hand that's on fire. Kind of like goes past the vice captain as he was thinking about what to say, and he's like, haha, yes, we can get to all of that and more acquaintance, blah blah blah. But now it is time for me. The one that you probably know and care the most about.
Next.
Glares.
Thank you.
Anyways, I am Leonardo Galavan II. Or you can know me as Leo too, but Leonardo Galavan II is much more preferred.
Good to meet you.
Always for Imani. Can you imagine someone so pretentious?
Imani just chuckles to herself, just like a small snicker. I think Imani speaks up and she says, and what is your title? We have Vice Captain and Mark and...
Well, the Mark is probably, I think, his creation, but you see, I am of a intermediate knight, class 2nd.
All well and good. Now walk back a bit. and we'll talk to your other friends.
What? But and as he's a little bit confused, he gets a hand on his shoulder from this very, very heavily armored looking human male, you would guess to be, which has a little bit of fire brimming off, just a little bit of parts of him, but nothing that necessarily catches on fire, nothing like that.
Mhm.
I think it's best that we just leave it alone. Hello to you all, I am Sid Keith, protector of my friends, and protector of these lands as much as I can be. We both know the lands don't work that way. You can't just let it go. Ah, hypocrites.
If the man wants some flair to his title, allow it. It makes him more memorable than just carrying around a flaming heart.
Oh, but you recognize I have the flaming heart.
It's in your hand, my man.
Exactly.
Yes.
Hey, is it my turn? You hear as a very, I should say, swole dragonborn with nothing above the waist comes out, and
Yes, please, our muscle-bound friend.
crack.
Introduce yourself.
He's cracking his hands a little bit. Fantastic. My name's Hadan. Nothing more, nothing less.
Straightforward, at least, I suppose.
Oh fuck. I guess it is my turn. I am Raya Shavrino. You see, as it's a older looking, half-orc Bale holding bagpipes amongst multiple other instruments on his person.
Hmm.
An eclectic group, to be sure. I
Do we
suppose.
have much room to talk about eclectic?
Can
I
we introduce
suppose.
ourselves?
I
Yes.
I
In the
guess it's
same
time to
fashion?
introduce ourselves. I'm the one kind of watching over everyone on this mission, named Harvest Moon. I'm not really
What's
gonna
your-
get into antics, but the rest of you can introduce yourselves.
I am Arthur Callamore of the House of Callamore.
Imani nudges Silas and says, "Save the best for last." And steps forward. Steps forward and says, "My name is Imani, Imani Obsidia, and I am. What is my actual title?"
Um, at the moment, other people who have already been in here know what their title is. At the moment, everyone else is junior. Yeah, I think it's junior knights, class 1. Because going up the classes is what matters. So class 1, and then class 2, class 3, and then intermediate knights, those classes, and then senior knights, those classes, and then the captains, then the wizard king or whatever.
Understood. And she says, "Junior Knight, Class 1." Take a step back.
Nothing to fear about a beginner. We must train everyone and all causes. Though I will... No, never mind. Go ahead.
I think Scatha goes next.
Yeah.
I'll just quickly.
Yeah,
show
we'll just say that she comes in, her Scatha thing, says something, steps back potentially, or potentially even goes up towards the rest of the group as there's a potential. Swole indeed soon. Oh no, I heard swoon. All right, we're swooning to the. Okay, we're swooning to the Dragonborn. Yes.
Just
Alright.
saying, hey.
Definitely say hey.
Your turn, Larxus.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so I'll say, hello, well met, my Magic Knight brothers. I'm Larxus Great Anvil. I'm an intermediate knight, class 2. I look forward to a training session with you and hope we can enjoy it together.
I as well hope we enjoy this exercise of sorts.
Silas is going to juice up the Fey magic a little bit more than he normally does, and as he's stepping, model walking, mind you, not normally stepping, like, so the intentional, like, 1 foot directly in front of the other. As he steps, like, the little patches of grass are growing and the flowers, and then they're fading after he takes, like, another step. But as soon as he gets to, like, right next to Larxus, he's going to bring his cloak around to his side and fling it, and the birds are going to flap off once again. But it's also going to, like, grow just a little bit of grass and flowers around him as he does this big bow. Silas. Last name, you do not need to know it. You'll know me by my actions. It is your pleasure.
And I thought I was supposed to be the one with the most flair.
No. If I'm going to be anywhere, that's me, and I do it the right way.
Ah, hypocrites. I see.
No, not hypocrites. I love flair, just not. Ugh.
We have good
That.
taste.
He just like ignores and just lets you continue on.
But we are well met, most of you at least. I like most of your style.
I am nothing but style, and I think you will soon see that.
Can I do a check to be able to understand what that flaming heart is?
You can make an Arcana check.
Yeah. Never mind.
Unfortunately, you are not accustomed to more of this level of magics.
It's gonna be one of those kind of nights.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So, right. So, there was a couple of, well, tests that I was told to set up today. So, we're going to be doing some of that. I, at least in any of the battles that may happen today, will be stepping out, as I am not the one for battle, and I have not earned my position through battle. Works for me. I'm sticking out too. Called it.
What was that, Harvest Moon? Or
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Harvest Moon.
Okay.
Harvest. Oh.
Who from the Oxen said that they're not fighting?
That
think it
would
was
be
Ollie.
Olio.
Oh, Leo. Okay.
Does that include Mark or
No, he would be the one staying in, per se, my place.
Oh well.
However,
This is a test for Mark, not a test for him. That's cool. Okay. Cool. I see.
Question: if someone's seriously injured, is there anyone on standby that's going to be able to help us and keep us from dying?
have no fear, there are some mage doctors on standby, but they have been told for now to basically be not seen.
Wonderful.
Though for the first test, you need not worry about a battle, for I will at least be showing of the first game. Which is, he is going to basically say, now, which one of you would I be battling in this battle of wits?
Oh, that sounds like a job for Arthur.
Me? Very well.
Unless you're looking for someone with more of a silver tongue, if that's what you mean by wits.
In any case, no matter how you put it, I'm going to be using you as an example.
Ooh,
He pulls
not
out
been
a
thrown.
table. A small wooden table, just two small wooden chairs, and pulls out 7 tokens. I don't know if I don't know specifically how we're gonna do this completely, but I'm pretty sure I have a good idea. So, token layer.
So the first round is Arthur versus who?
I think it's just an example round, right?
So I don't know if just by the tokens alone, can anybody tell what this game is?
No
I can't
fucking clue.
Some type of matching game.
Checkers?
Ignore the top
What?
part, but no, you guys didn't recognize it. Okay, so I do have to teach this. So I'm gonna be doing. This is how I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do a small little tutorial so you understand. We're gonna then actually play it once, and then whether you guys want to keep doing it or if you guys just want to say you participated, you can.
Okay.
So this is actually an official made game that was kind of more so released to be a more of a kind of free product out there apparently. Called League of Legends Tellstones.
You know, I thought I saw it before. Okay. I haven't like played it. I've seen it.
Yes. It's actually a really cool game to me because it's actually either short or intense. And you don't know what I mean by that just yet. But I'm trying to get the thing here. Okay, here we go. And there's a reason why I have tokens like that. Give me a second here. Put some people to the side. Okay. So, I would do this more in character, but I'll save that to the second part so I can just explain it to you. This game is an interesting game to me because how it completely works, and because I don't know how to actually flip a token on Roll20. I don't know if there's probably some add-on for that. I don't know, but there's going to be the premise of the game is a kind of like memorization game, but as well as a kind of distracting your opponent game. Uh, I'll be playing this music while I play it. Here we go. And how it works is basically it's just turn for turn. Either, it doesn't matter if it's my turn, then it'll go to your turn, then my turn, and it's just one thing that we're doing. So you can see on the top above where you see this huge card I kind of posted, that's the two sides. So on the left, that tells you the actions that you can take. You can only do one action. However, on the right, you can okay, yeah. So on the right is going to be saved for a little bit later. I'll explain that here in a second. But on the left, I'm going to show you tell which stone to place. You don't start with all these tokens out. You start with, I believe, you start out with 1 token. Yes. Okay, so you start out with 1 token, and then it's going to be something like maybe you say, hey, place a token, and I'll be like, all right, I'll place this token. And it'll be like, your turn. You could be like, you know what? Let's start this early. Let's hide a token. Let's hide, let's say, the flag in the middle. Then let's say it goes back to my turn, I'll like place another token. Then you may be like, you know what? I'll mix them up and I'll say, I want to switch a token. Switching a token would just be as it sounds. You switch the order that they are in. You can also choose to peek at a stone, which is just meaning that you can. The way to peek at the stone, if can I make sure this is accessible by everyone? Can you move some of these tokens around, by the way, Silas?
I cannot. Hold on.
Mm.
Let's see here.
I
Yes.
definitely can.
You definitely can't.
Arthur, you can.
Can't. No, I cannot.
Okay, hold on then.
Also, I'll be honest with you, Arthur's probably gonna want to take this over me. Yeah, I am not getting it a whole lot right now.
It's alright. It's one of those games you would have to kind of like play a little bit and see how it works. That's why we're not going to do it too much.
Yeah, I definitely do better watching first. Watching games first.
Oh, shit. That's right. That's what it is. Players. All right. Bop, 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 bop.
Okay. I can move this.
Yeah, I didn't realize I had to make them non-generic real quick.
No problem. I think I kind of get it, but definitely I would have to play it to know for sure.
Yeah, I'm not the best at explaining it, but like I said, you'll understand it a little bit as we go. I see.
The only question I have is, can you only one? Well, I have two questions actually. When can you challenge and when can you boast? Can you challenge at any point of the game?
So, no, that's the part of the whole point is the going back and forth, taking one of those actions. One of those actions is boasting. You can see on the left that's all the actions, and on the right just shows you what the three different boasts you can do.
Yeah. No, I understand that. My question is, can you boast at any point in the game where there's like, let's say there's two tokens out. Can you boast then?
Yeah, you can still boast.
Okay. And then
They'll
what is challenge? What is challenging?
uh,
I believe challenging is the third option where they'll say something like, where you'll say, I know I know all the hidden symbols. And I believe the challenge is you saying, I don't care, I know them too.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So in that way, they would be the one to win and not you because you said it first. Okay.
Okay, so
They should all
start...
be clickable, movable, etc., etc.
Yeah. So they all start covered, right? Except for
No.
one.
The way that it's supposed to work is you're supposed to start with just one out.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll just explain some of it so you can kind of explain a little bit more, and I think I'll just leave it at that.
Mhm.
So yeah, let's say that you had a couple of tokens hidden, these three, and you're like, maybe I want to mix up my opponent and make him swap something like two of these non-peaked ones.
Okay, so you not only have to know which ones, but you have to specifically know where they are. Like you have to say, like this one is the flag, this one is the shield, and this one is the scale.
Yeah, and that's if
Correct?
you
Okay.
that's if you're trying to boast, but you have to let them have a response. That's the whole point of the I believe you. So, have a point.
Yeah.
But believing you have a point, the whole point of the point system is if you get 3 points, you also win.
This looks pretty easy.
Uh,
Yeah. So easy.
would you guys like to try to play a practice round against each other?
Yeah.
See if you guys got it at first, real quick. It's like I said, it's not the most complicated.
Okay.
The only issue I have, I will say, is the way to peek at a stone is, so you can actually hold left click and kind of like just drag it without moving it, and you can see what's under the stone.
Right.
So the way to move it without doing it, just kind of like left click somewhere away from it, and like hold left click, drag, and then take the whole thing and move the whole thing. Like selecting all the tokens on that spot and then moving with like the arrow keys.
Uh, How do you select the one underneath as well? You just have to hold left click?
Left click and drag, like you're highlighting icons.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I mean, it is pretty hard, man. When you really think about it.
If you drag the top, wait, hold up. Let me just do it. Can you guys see the sword when I do this?
No.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you should be able to just drag the token with it and then leave it back on the original spot and see what's under it. 'Cause that's what I did. I just grabbed it. I grabbed the top of the sword, the token on top of the sword,
Mhm.
and I'm just moving it around. But if I replace it, you guys don't know what I did. But if I grab
Yeah.
it and place it somewhere else, then you know.
Well, yeah, I don't think we're supposed to do that.
Well,
There's
yeah,
only-
no, for
yeah.
peak, for peak.
For peeking.
Oh, for peak. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys decide who wants to be the two people to try it out. So the reason why I also said that this game also has a lot of wits to it is because generally once you get a little bit more used to the game, what you're actually supposed to be kind of doing is casually talking to each other. So you're supposed to be like, yeah, so anyways, on that, Thursday night, man, hey, by the way, switch those two stones. I was talking to this lady.
I'm down to
Oh,
try it. I just the one thing I don't get right now is how do we start it?
uh,
Right. So we
yeah,
need to have.
this is how you start it.
Okay.
That's what placing a stone means. Is
Okay.
placing one of the actual stones. Not no, not keep those off.
Okay.
That's the point. Is you would be you would be placing you'd be using the action tell which stone to hide, meaning you would hide a token on it. But you also have to be verbally saying it because just to be let it be known, because how it's supposed to work is the opposite person's supposed to be doing it because you told them to do it, but and however you guys feel like it's the best way to do it. There you go.
So we don't need two separate ones, like two separate sets of these tiles for
No.
two different players. Okay.
No, it's just one set. You guys are just memorizing on one set. Hello, Scappa.
I think we should just try it. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, let's just do it. Yeah, I'm down too.
Good luck,
Me
have fun.
versus Arthur.
You can go first.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all
Figure it
run
out.
this.
Okay.
All right. Place the crown.
Okay. Oh, that's the one I actually can't touch.
There is no way I missed the crown.
That's the only one I can't
I
touch.
did miss the crown. There you go.
Okay.
I just knew.
Place the hammer.
Okay,
How's your day?
it's all right. Had a long one. Baby was screaming a
Oh.
lot. Place the scale.
Okay. Hide the flag.
Okay. Place the horse.
Is that a horse? Oh, it is a horse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hide the horse.
Horse. Okay. Place the sword.
Swap the scale and the hammer.
Cool. Hide the scale.
Place the shield.
Okay. Hide the crown.
Swap the horse and the hammer.
The horse and the hammer.
Yeah.
Can you? What's it called? Can you?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that
You
when
have to mark. You have to say swap the place to the place.
Yeah, swap the, if
At
they're
this
like
point.
flipped. When they're flipped, you don't want to say what they are.
Okay. Swap the hammer with this one.
Okay. How do I grab both? Boom. Nope, that doesn't work.
There.
Oh, that grabs both. Okay. Hide the hammer.
Swap this and this.
Okay. I don't know how to do this part.
So, you click and drag your mouse until it's on the piece. Don't start on it. Start like off of it, and then click and drag onto the piece.
Oh,
and
okay.
then
I
move it with
understand.
your arrow keys.
Yeah. Then okay. Okay. Which one was it? Sorry, this and
one.
which one?
The one.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh, that. Did you grab it by
I did
accident?
not grab it. I did not.
Okay, because I didn't do that.
Okay.
All right. Let me just spell.
I'll blame Scatha.
Every mistake is day.
Okay. Cool. This piece and this piece. Okay. Lord, I'm gonna peek.
Okay.
Okay.
You
I
do
thought
have
it
to
was
say
the same.
which. You do have to say which one you're
Oh.
peeking at.
I'm peeking at the middle one.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. I forgot that was a thing. I'm peeking at the one at this one. Okay.
I'm peeking at this one.
Okay.
Okay.
I know all the hidden symbols.
I don't believe you. Prove it.
So I have to reveal every single one of them, right?
No.
As you say them.
Yeah, you have to say them and then reveal it, like one
Okay.
at a time.
All right. This is the hammer. These are the scales. This is the flag. This is the crown. And this is the horse. That's the only thing left.
Nice. So you won
Okay.
There you
the
go.
whole game.
Yeah,
That's the
that
whole-
was fun.
Otherwise,
I like
yeah.
that.
You know what? I was getting confused because I got easily distracted.
I told you
Otherwise, I
it could
would've
be.
remembered.
I told you it could be a very short game or a long game depending on how you do it. If you
Yeah.
want, if you
Yeah.
guys want to give it another round or two, or whenever you guys are ready to continue on.
I definitely think I get it now. That was more fun than I thought it was gonna be. Not gonna lie.
Same.
That's why I'm like I thought it fit.
Uh-huh.
It's a battle of wits, man. Yeah, go ahead, Siatha.
I was distracted by Kato. I didn't really get to see what was going on.
That's okay. So
I honestly
can
just didn't
do-
know what was going on. I just wanted to blame
Not-
him.
Dang.
no, you're fine. You can do one of the top 4 things on the in the instructions. You tell the other person to do the thing. So I told what Hootie or what
Hootie, Zach,
Hootie.
Arthur.
Zach. All right. Oh, I'll use your in-game name. I told
Okay.
Arthur to place the stone, so none of these are placed normally,
Wait.
other than the flag. So I told Arthur to place the hammer, for instance, and he would put it on either side of the flag.
And are they just
Um,
random placements?
Whatever
They're-
he chooses.
They're pretty much just in a line together in some shape, way, or form.
Yes, yeah. You're building a line of seven symbols.
Doesn't matter what like order they're in.
Yes, because at the end of the game, one of you will say, "I know what all of the hidden symbols are," and then you have to either prove it or you get 1 point. And if you get
Sorry. Are all the symbols not there? The symbols it shows under the.
so yeah, so they start on over here, and you slowly fill this out. You slowly hide things. Oh, whoops. You slowly hide things. And usually around the time that it starts to get confusing, it's like 4 or 5 things are hidden, and things have been swapped around. Do, do, do.
I'm very confused. Maybe some other 2 people could go and I'll watch again.
Okay, sounds good.
Well,
Thanks
we're
for
learning
trying
the
to
game
explain,
so that
Yeah.
one
We're
of
learning
us
it right
can compete
now, yeah.
against the.
Oh, so I'm not
other
the only
team.
one kind of confused.
Well, I was gonna say I was gonna let you guys play it as you wanted for now, because afterwards I was gonna say that you all kind of maybe had your own battles or whatnot, and it was more of a just gonna roll intelligence checks.
Okay, I'm also down to play it against the NPCs if that was the original.
I was gonna let you guys decide, but I know some people might not care for this game as much as others too at the same time, so I'm leaving it a little bit up in the air for you guys.
I low-key want to try it, so I'm gonna do it
Yeah.
as well. Probably lose, but it's okay.
That was a little bit exhilarating. So
I'm gonna
Yeah,
slap
'cause you
Arthur
don't-
on the
Just
you
back.
tiny
don't-
bit.
You don't know when somebody's gonna boast, so it's like that. I think
yeah,
that's
like
the really cool thing.
when you pick that second one, I was like, okay, I'm not 100% sure, but I have to just
Rip
say
it.
what they are. Yeah, just gotta rip
Mhm.
it because you know more than I do. So I just gotta go now.
I lost track of where we had done a swap between the scales and the hammer,
Yeah,
and that screwed my brain for the rest of it. Like I was like, oh, where are the scales?
that was also the one I wasn't sure of, but then the one I peeked at was the hammer. It's like, oh, well, now I know where the scales are.
Yeah. I thought the hammer was over here when it was actually over here. So
Yeah.
I would have lost. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Does anybody else actually want to try it? It's pretty fun actually.
I'm just gonna slap Arthur on the back and say, I think you definitely can show him up. I think you should represent us.
Yes, this is much more my vibe than what I expected today. So, yeah, I'll play against the NPC. Which one am I playing against?
That would be me.
Oh,
No one harder.
okay.
DM.
Almost
I
feel
just
offended by
want
that.
to,
Oh, I'm joking.
Yeah, what's up?
I want to be making sure, doing a consistent perception check to see if this guy is trying to cheat. By the way,
Okay,
Keep
my man's
up and
laser
up.
eyes.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Like,
smart.
he's not gonna try and swap to before, like, yeah,
You just see a stone goes missing.
yeah. We're like,
That's smart. I like that. Imani
Alright.
is too trusting.
hey.
She's like,
Um,
oh, they set up the game. They're obviously willing to play by the rules.
Yeah, that's me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I was just like, if I was going to actually try, I would definitely like, as I'm going to swap 2 over here, I'd sneakily switch 1 over there.
Sneakily.
Mhm.
I like it.
All right.
Uh,
I guess I shall take the first move.
by all
Place
means.
the sword.
Hmm. Place the horse.
I remember when I rode horses back then. Place the shield.
Hmm. Hide the horse. I don't want to incur any trauma upon you.
Oh, but what trauma
That's
would
a
there
good line.
be to incur? Hide the shield.
Hmm. Place the hammer. Never touched one in my life.
Wait, why do you hide stuff?
Oh. I
Oh,
said
hang on,
place the
don't break
hammer.
concentration.
Who hid that? Wait a minute. Excuse me. Who's cheating me?
Who did that?
Who did that?
I'm holding a cat. It wasn't me.
You
Why do
crazy.
you hide things? I'm so
that was
confused.
me by accident. It was still on there on my screen, so I was trying to peek and just so I could see what it
So you're
was.
trying to cheat?
Okay.
He's cheating me.
No,
okay.
I just wanted to know what's going on in the game.
You hide things because
Confused.
it's a memorization game, Scatha. It's a memorization game, so you have to hide things to like test people's memory.
Am I placing the hammer?
Yeah, placing the hammer.
Perfect work. You know, just for sakes, hide the flag. Never can be too sure, you know?
Of course, of course. Let's bring the crown onto this, I think.
I indubitably do agree, but I even agree more that we should mix this one. Wait, whoops. Mix this one and this one.
Very well.
Nah,
Mm,
nah. Slowly making his way over.
Finally, let's get the scales onto this. Or yeah, it's about time.
Oh, so you want the full ensemble? It's okay, I can understand, but I don't like to see the scales myself. You should hide it.
Hmm. This has gone long enough. I know all the hidden symbols.
Oh, what a coincidence! I know them all too.
Hmm.
That was your boast, right?
Yeah, that was my boast.
Alright, let's see if I can actually memorize this. Left or right, it was the scales.
Well,
Alright.
hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. Don't I get to choose which one they do now?
Yeah. If
Wait,
he gives
what?
you a point, or if he gives you a point, or if he doesn't believe you.
What? No. So, you boasted first, right?
Mhm.
And then I boast. And then it becomes, that's my choice. So,
Well,
you
it says
you don't get the choice again. That's the whole point, is you can't just go back and forth.
Yeah, no, he does. It
It
says you must
says-
now choose between options 1
Yeah,
and 2.
I choose
instead
which
of
one
none.
he chooses. Like, right? It says your opponent has stolen your boast and turned it against you. You must now choose between option 1 and 2.
Oh, okay. It's been a while since I played this. I forgot that
Yeah,
rule.
fair.
That's my bad.
It's okay. You're allowed to make mistakes.
Never. Anyways,
Fine. Give us a gift then.
I don't know.
Pay your penance.
So
I believe you.
fantastic. As I guess I get a point. That would mean that would.
Mhm.
Who turn would that be? Would that be on back on to Olio?
I think they'll be back on to Olio, yeah.
You have some immaculate mind to you, but no matter how much mind you have, you should hide your matter. Hide the crown.
I see too many things here. Hide the sword as well.
Smart choice. I would hide something like that. Except I would also hide the hammer. And I think it's.
Oh.
I think I saw a token before. I think it's this one. Yeah, it was that one. There you go.
Okay. Very well. Why don't you swap this and this?
Honestly, interesting. It's an interesting choice. But I think you should swap this and this. This and this. There you go.
How is it you came to join the Onyx Oxen? Quite reputable. Please swap this one and this one.
Point them again.
This one
There you are.
and this one.
This one. You know, it's been quite some time since I've asked to have been put into a position such as this one. You know, it's quite interesting though because I think I'll take a little bit of a peek at this one. This one. You know how memories can be sometimes.
Perhaps, but maybe it's your old age, because I happen to know each of these.
And I will choose to believe you for now.
Oh, I appreciate